dang corn planter. Like, I know there wasn't a seed put there, that's the issue. But like right here, why is that small? Why is that big? Why does it look great over there? Why does it get yellow in there? These are the things I'm wondering. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So, fertilizer tender is empty. Tractor's off fertilizer tender or fertilizer spreader, and it's back on the rotary mower. But if you guys remember, I had a bad hydraulic line, so we got to get that fixed first. Then we got some rotary mowing to do. So, appreciate everybody watching along, liking and subscribing. So, let's see where we get to today. I'm back to having my day job, I guess that's what I can call it. But we're back, we're out here. I had them grab me some hydraulic hoses today since the place closes before I would get home. So I got all new front hydraulic hoses for the mower. Pretty high class. And like I said previously, I had picked this mower up from Frank, and Frank had got it on from an auction. He actually has purchased like 5 of them or something. They're all old highway mowers, so it's definitely had its share of life of use before it even got to us, but it was a great price when we got it, and it's treated us well. This is honestly, we got blades for it, and this is honestly the only thing we've bought in the last 4 years for it. So, with that being said, I think it's our new hydraulic lines. Don't you? Yeah? It's pretty warm today, actually, already. Come here. Great. So, got 3 new ones. I wonder where the 3rd fitting one is. That's not good. Watch yourself, bud. So they started breaking at the end. This one was the bad one. As you see, it was blown right out, so I couldn't lift it up. Made it a little more challenging. What I gotta do, taking the old ones out, we got our quick connect fittings, which is this. They had bushings in them to reduce them down to the other hose size, so gotta put some pipe tape on all this so it doesn't leak. And then tighten it all up, throw the hoses on, get right after it for the day. So it's like 5 o'clock now. Yeah, there's some comments about me showing more of what I do for my dealership job. At the end of the day, I don't feel that's professional as far as me being at somebody else's place, working for somebody else, and videoing along the way. So, I don't know. Every now and then I show some stuff, some videos of operations and things like that in some farms that I work with, but we will see if I show more of that or not. But that is why I do not show much of what I do for my daily job. I do have a full-time daily job. With that being said, yeah, I'm pretty busy there, but I'm pretty busy here, but I'm pretty busy everywhere. So, all part of it, all part of life. So, this is actually 2-piece hoses. So, I'm doing up front ones. The ones in the back look pretty good, actually. So that goes from there up to the tractor. So I got 3 hoses. Let's put into there. Yeah, this might not go as smooth as I thought. Once it started, it will, yeah, there we go. It'll be good. As long as I don't hit myself in the face with the ends. Yep.
Hose is good?
Yeah. No, they should be really good. So I ended up, before, well, when I blew that hydraulic line, I came out and mowed this pasture. The cows got still, I think, 1 day left on that other pasture. But I just did my sister's horse pasture, or paddock, I guess. That's full of weeds and whatnot. I did as much as I could. We'll see it there. And I figured I'd come up this laneway. We'll have to weed whack or spray the edges of the fence just to clean it up. So the state mows the trails, but we get nice and close and it looks a lot better. So things are looking good though. We got plenty of rain. We should have a lot of growth continuing. Off to what I actually need to do today. You know what we're doing? 1, rotary mowing. 2, getting tissue samples. Oh yeah. So let's go over there and do that up. Can't see nothing around this corner. What could possibly go wrong? One of the places I gotta mow, it goes down and around. I sneak across these people's yard. They were parked here, but they were out walking. So I wasn't able to get in. So I called my contact. She actually came down and we hung out, talked about life. But there's some, yeah, decent houses here. Definitely some decent houses. So we just mow this. It's close enough to our one field that we could chop it, but getting trucks in would probably not be best for their yards. So we just do it like this. Well, alrighty, better get this done up. We really don't promote that we do much rotary mowing. Mostly because we don't really have as much time. When I was younger, I used to rotary mow a lot, it seemed. We should promote it more. There's a few guys that float around with like a 40 horsepower tractor and a 5-foot mower. But at the end of the day, I got so much to do. We do mow around our fields, and this is one of these people that own this as a group are one of our landowners. So that's how we end up mowing around this. And it works. Like, we're not losing money, but we ain't making money. So, get this mowed up. Go get a tissue sample out of that field. Driving by, it actually looks way better than I thought. With that being said, when I first walked in, that front's pretty rough, but most of the rest of the field actually looks really, really good. So maybe it was just the angle of the time. But yeah, we're gonna figure out what's going on. A lot of talk, magnesium deficiency. I'm gonna go with that. People asked about, maybe it's the sprayer. We were spraying the same stuff in the field right before it. We sprayed the whole field there, and then he went and sprayed one more, and we don't have it in any of the other stuff. So it's something in that soil. We had it the year before, or last year we had it. Same thing, that soil didn't do very well. Well, that was super fast. This big mower does make easy work of it. So we are finished up. On to the next stuff. I got some little mowing along at some edges of the field. So I got this little spot here actually. And then with that being said, we got to do some soil samples, some tissue samples I mean, so that they can get in the mail tomorrow, so that I can order fertilizer by the end of the week. Yeah, hopefully get myself in a good boat. Alrighty, so we stopped here the other day and I had some yellow to it. And actually it looks way better this time than prior. And a lot of things that went on here. Well, first, yeah, there's a lot of traffic that comes in and out of here. So I always know that's an issue. I think the planter let me down right there. But it actually is looking pretty good. I think these plants might be a little too far along for soil sampling, but we're gonna find out what is going on here. Somebody had said it's probably spray. It could be from the sprayer. It could be, but the fact that everything else was so happy, like I got spots in here that are beautiful, and then I got these spots that did this, and there's a few spots in there. We just drove by, coming from that way, and the field actually looks a lot better than I thought. But what we're gonna do, what we need to do is get 15 plants. They're supposed to be in V3 stage. So some of these might be a little bigger than I want, but 15 plants throughout the field, and we'll see what's going on with them. I'm thinking it's magnesium deficiency. We did spread a bunch of lime in here this spring, but that doesn't mean it helped the plant yet, especially after bearing it. But see, I got this spot, like it goes like right here. And I think some of it's planter, but some of it's, okay, maybe a lot of it's planter, but this right here is what I'm concerned about. And we're gonna put grass into this fall, so I don't want this field to have a struggle or anything. So, got my brown bag, and they told you put it in a brown bag. This is the first time I've ever tissue sampled anything. So, they said put it in a paper bag. If you put it in a Ziploc bag, it starts to, it's a plant. It will produce carbon monoxide or CO2. Oxygen, it will use oxygen. Yeah, it will do respiration things. It's not the right word. So, and it will ruin the sample. But alrighty, let me throw you on. Head mount, second time I'm using it. Pretty friggin' sweet. Well, I lost the first one. So, these are the plants I'm worried about. And somebody said it might grow out of it, it might not. But what we'll do, and they don't want dirty plants, we'll find plants that are either in my way, but okay, screw this plant here. They said cut it off an inch above, make sure it's not full of dirt. Okay, that's number one. And you want a general, so you want plants from all over, good plants, bad plants. So we'll start with some bad plants, well, plants that are struggling, and go from there. So that's two. This plant actually looks pretty healthy, but just smaller. See how it's healthy? Those leaves aren't burnt. See, this stuff up here actually looks pretty good, other than some skips and stuff, but it's pretty bright. It's got a little too much grass in it for what I like, but alrighty. So, trying to get a representative sample of the field, but like this stuff up here I know is good. Like it's much better. Some weed pressure, Yanko. Some weed pressure, but it actually gets pretty good. We might have to respray this. I don't know why it's got weed pressure though. That's just odd to me. So some of this stuff is too tall. It's over a foot tall as far as taking a tissue sample is from what I've learned or what I've seen. So we'll go back over here. Like that's a healthy looking plant. They must have got a lot more rain over here because I got dirt up. That's why I'm shaking them to get the dirt off. Oh, don't want to break you. Before I send it, they said they don't want dirty samples, which is probably a good thing. So that was 5, See this one, I just don't know, 6. And then I get over here and some of this stuff looks a little weird. And it's almost, don't kill all the corn. It's almost like it's the same spots as last year. There's like a strip here, there's a strip over there that was bad. I think I lost count of how many there is. So, drop a comment below if you tissue sample what you're looking for, how it benefits you, because I'm learning. I don't know what I'm doing actually, to be honest, but we're making it work. I don't like how, like you go over there, the plant's over a foot tall, you come over here, it's not. Like something is not right in the field. We have soil sampled, so somebody said that. But I don't think it's soil samples. That might be a little too tall, too far past. I don't know. I got a little weed pressure up in there, but this stuff isn't too bad as far as weed pressure. You got some rye that's coming back up through. We did moldboard it. My plan is anything in the future for cover crop, hopefully we'll chop it. I am hoping to put more cover crop in. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not, so comments let me know. Definitely rained pretty good here. Like the soil, a lot of moisture. I think some places got almost 1.5 inches the other night. So I don't know, this corn looks pretty good. Like this stuff here, it looks really good. That stuff, some planter, but this stuff, really good. It is yellow, so see like right in the middle here? Let's get a sample of that stuff. See how this grew? Like it just doesn't look good. Like the seed was there, so see how it's slow to emerge, but it just is struggling. So I do got some bird seed treatment coming that we're gonna replant that last field with. So that is in the works. I honestly don't know how many I have in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. So we'll do 4 more. I really wish I took more agronomy. I do learn a lot about agronomy and what people are doing different based on YouTube and watching other people's stuff. So it's definitely a learning thing there, but yeah, it's one thing I think I'm lacking in big time in my eyes. Dang corn planter. Like I know there wasn't a seed put there, that's the issue. But like right here, why is that small? Why is that big? Why does it look great over there? Why does it get yellow in there? These are the things I'm wondering. But we will find out. So here's where my issues are. Same spot as last year. I can tell, I don't know how this angle is, so work with me. I can tell the sprayer went right down here. Granted, I know the sprayer ran some over. The corn wasn't emerged yet, but the next sprayer is far enough over. It wasn't overlapping. So why is the corn right there so good? And over there is good, but right here is horrible. Like, why? That plant, it's yellow, it's got issues. So that is what we are gonna figure out. Because yeah, it just looks, really sad. We'll take one of these plants and then we'll be good. Like, that is a sad looking corn plant, especially when you put it next to a corn plant like that. I know the weeds are a little aggressive. Well, I would love it to be perfectly clean, but I think we're battling too many things. So spraying it again is not going to help benefit me. Getting something on this plant and figuring out why is, because you get here and these rows are nice. Over there it's nice. That is a nice looking dog. So, alrighty. Our bag has probably over 15 samples in it. So we are out of here and on to the next thing. Oh, we got a little bit more mowing. But, hey, what are you doing? You having fun? Overall, this cornfield isn't horrible. Like, it's spots, but I'm nervous because we're gonna go seed into it in the fall, and I don't want us having bad issues. And we battled the same exact spot. Granted, last year it went all the way out there and did like a big, it was a big like spot. So we narrowed it down some, so I think we got better at what we did, but we don't even know what we did to get it better. But yeah, this corn don't look half bad. We might as well stop next door and look at the cultivated corn. I cultivated it 4 days ago, and it got rain. So yeah, overall I'm very happy with the majority of our corn. Brittany was here. She does have an 8-row that fits the mold of what I want. The price tag, it's a little high. If you all want to just chip in some money, we'll get one. I'll put everybody's name on the side of it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're gonna figure something out. Like, this corn looks pretty good. Right here looks pretty good, but then it gets a little yellowy and small there. So, learning. I will give this corn right here, right in here, some extra credit, because like the other day when we pulled up here, this stuff looked brutal. That stuff in the middle still doesn't look very good, but it's amazing how much corn will fight back and keep going. But you do got to feed it, you got to know what's going on, and there's definitely some tricks to get it really, really good. So, but I'm rather pleased at some of this corn that should make some really, really good cow chow. So, alrighty, I'll clean up my entrance here, and then I'll go next door. We'll look at my corn. But we'll just clean up this edge a little bit so we look somewhat functional. I see a deer in my cornfield over there. Put our warning lights on. What is today? Monday? Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Tuesday, almost 8 o'clock. I used to mow that whole thing, but the people planted some trees and I don't know if they want anything mowed or not. So I just mow the entrance. Keep it looking somewhat okay. I'll mow right over there. Trying not to run any corn over. That's close. Somebody had said that if you don't use gear oil, hydraulic oil in the tractor, it makes that extra whining noise. This was serviced and sold to us with Deere service, so I have a feeling that's not true because we got in at whine since day one. But maybe it has something to do with it. Sorry if this back window's dirty. I didn't get around to doing that. Oh, that's gonna look way better. Oh, that's nice. If only the corn looked a little better. Oh, I got a bush stuck to me. There we go. Japanese knotweed or whatever it is. They say mowing it doesn't kill it, it makes it stronger, but we're cleaning it up. So next door, I was supposed to mow it, and my brother actually said if you pull it out, it sends like endorphins, would that be it? Through the roots, and it actually comes back stronger. Like it's a mechanism of fighting. So, alrighty, we'll just go next door. Let this car go around. That came down the hill. Oh yeah, my corn looks killer. We're gonna see if we can mow a little bit in here. Oh, the town definitely smashed up. They weren't supposed to mow that. Okay. We'll sneak right in. That's the knotweed. That's. Did I hit the root, the stump? Did I get around it? I think I got around it. We'll see if we can mow a little bit in here. It's wet because the drainage ditch isn't cleaned out that goes across the road, and I talked about it. Well, there is some standing water, so we'll see how much we can mow. I want my stuff looking good, so. I'll get these folded up. And we'll go check some corn. I think that all this stuff is too far along. So we put these here in the spring so that nobody would drive where they are. But the town went around, they have a wheel loader with a side mower, and they smoked it clearly. What are you doing? That is a good sunset. Look at this though. Okay, we cleaned it up some. That looks a little better, right? I wish it was drier in there. It should really be all farmed, but it's the drainage. So, a little bit of weed pressure down in here in the ends. But, overall, cultivated corn, like come on, look at that. That just looks great. It's over Yanko tall. Looks great. So my real question, yeah, it actually looks pretty good. It's yellow down in the bottom there, but we'll get that worked out. So I'm really pleased with this. This is gonna make some tonnage if we keep this up. Not a care in the world. Yanko, stay with the rows. So this definitely broke up more, but that's what I was dealing with when we first came down, these root balls. Pretty sweet. I'm glad you guys are along for the ride. The town went all out. Wow. Trim it right back. That's what I like to see. Like I said, they got it on a front or on the front of an excavator or wheel loader, so they can reach out and do a lot of stuff. Alrighty, we're headed home. I got water down in the low spots, which if we got 2 inches over here, or close to 1.5 inches, or yeah, 1.5 inches, then I expected water to be there. Which, lots of water so far this year. Let's just hope that it keeps up. I know there's places that are dry, really dry. So I talked to the guys in Wisconsin, and they said they haven't seen water since their first cutting, and second cutting's not really coming along, and or I guess it's coming along, but they're nervous someday it's gonna shut off. That's what my last talk was. So I've got quite a few friends out there that I keep in touch with, and they keep us up on it. So it's crazy how all over the country it can be different. Last year we struggled with no water. This year we're doing okay. We're doing good. We are doing good. So, let's jump home. I think that's it. I was gonna go soil tissue sample some other fields, but I think they're too far along. That bike's gonna be really, really slow. I think they're too far along to actually get what we need out of them. So with that being said, I'll probably plan on top dressing everything, but we really got to figure out what's up with this field. So got a bag full of the goods, filled it out. Tama's gonna find us a box, I think, right? Well, going to A&L Great Lakes Laboratory. So I guess we're gonna see what the results are when we get that back. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll keep you updated. So have a good one.